Hi, I'm Stacy Beck. Welcome to Studio Chatter. We have several friends that have come back to us with updates.
I'm Angie Murphy. We'll talk with Brindley about Utah moms' favorite things and their upcoming events.
And I'm Angela Euler. We'll learn more about our friends at Preloved and their unique secondhand store.
We'll also talk about how our attitudes can help us shed some baggage. We'll talk about a way to distress our lives as well. That's coming up on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. Some people think we get up extra early in the morning to get ready for our program. Well, that's just not true, is it? But look at us now.
We look fabulous and cozy.
There's a reason we're in our pajamas, right?
Yes, there's going to be a pajama event at the library for the ladies.
Ladies' night out.
Yeah.
13
So exciting.
and up.
Right? And just for fun.
Yeah.
They're just doing it just for fun. So they're going to do the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Like
fuzzy drinks.
Fuzzy drinks.
Treats.
Face masks,
Yeah.
I believe.
I sure need
Makeup
that.
is optional,
Yeah.
but pajamas are preferred.
Yeah.
Or a robe.
And why wouldn't you? Because it's comfy.
Right?
I know.
Winter, comfy, why not?
Cozy. So
Yeah.
this is on March 9th, correct?
March 8th.
March 8th. That's a Friday night.
Friday, March 8th at the library after hours. I think
Okay.
it's from 6:30 to 8:30.
Yes.
And it's free.
Yeah.
Free.
Yeah. But I think
So
you do need to
fun.
register, right?
Yeah, if you
Okay.
can. I think you can just hop online easily to register.
How fun. I know my daughter's 13.
Oh, you
Her and
could-
her,
girls
all her
night.
little girls.
Oh, that'd
her
be
little
fun.
girlfriends could go.
Oh, that would be darling.
Yeah.
I think that age
They
would
would love
totally
it.
love it.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to
Totally
dare
love it.
go out on a limb here and say Angie probably still hasn't been to the new library, even though we discussed going.
But listen,
so maybe
2
she
days
should
ago
know.
I
What are
was in
you-
sweats going down
Almost
Main
going?
Street, and I almost just went in, and then it passed through my mind, do I have to get a picture to get a library card? Is my picture on the library card?
No.
Okay, that was my only worry. I was like, I'll just go in now, and then I was like, no, I can't have this. So now I
We're
don't
just
have
going
to
to
have a
give you
picture.
some grief.
Okay, sooner or
So
later.
Maybe,
Someday.
Maybe Women's Ladies' Night Out.
Someday we'll get her in there.
Angela, can we just extend our gratitude for you being
Oh.
here tonight? Natasha's daughter got the flu. Her
Sick.
husband and son are out of town, and you came in last minute
You're
It's
so,
so fun.
kind. It is fun to have you.
because you're bored out of your mind and don't
I'm
have
so bored.
anything to do.
I literally was just home twiddling my thumbs.
I know. So
Nothing.
what's the day in Angela Euler's life? What was today like? What time did you wake up?
That's not a fair question. I woke up, I was awake until 4.
You were
my
not.
heavens.
I couldn't sleep, so then it shifted. It's abnormal. So
Okay.
that's
Okay,
not
okay.
a normal day. We'll go back to my normal day. I go to bed, I get up like 7:30, 8 o'clock, get my son ready for school, take him to school, and then I either work out if it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I start on homework right away. And I work on homework.
I
and have
love
lunch.
hearing other people's schedules.
I know
Like, it's
that
fascinating.
sounds like so fun. I mean, homework not so fun, but I love like the structure. I feel like my day, yes, the work days are kind of scheduled. On my off days, it's who knows
All
what's
over.
going to happen at Angie's
Yeah.
house. Yeah,
It's just smorgasbord, huh?
It is.
Oh,
And then I have no kids really at home. I mean, Bo's at home here or
so
there.
today was a workout day or no workout?
It was a no workout.
And
just
you slept
because-
in because you got to bed
Yes.
so late.
Yes.
So does Kevin get the kids off to school if you're
so
sleeping?
then he got
Okay.
my son. My older 3 get themselves off,
off.
which is fantastic.
nice.
That's why I love teenagers. Some people don't love
Yeah.
teenagers, and I do.
One of the reasons.
Yes,
Especially if they're responsible teenagers, where
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
like take it on and just do
Yep.
it. That's
Yep.
so nice.
Yep.
Maybe you can pay them to take the younger sibling.
Someday. I know. Someday.
Oh,
So
Well,
yeah.
thanks for being with
Yeah.
us. This will be fun.
Angie, anything
And I
you
may
would do?
stay in this, guys.
Why not?
It is kind
Why
of
not?
cozy to be
the
in, right?
bright the blue is. Hey, it's
This
happening.
was my mother's robe, and when she passed away, we went and did some closet
I
finds,
love
and
that.
this was one of them. So yeah, it's just old-fashioned robe, but it's cozy.
It's cute though, but when you would zip up, I'm like, that's a lot of work because
a
I
lot
just
of
have a
work.
like.
yeah.
Yep. Anyway.
But blue is the color.
Blue was her color too. Today I got to go see my daughter Magnolia and giving her a little thumbs up. She was fabulous. She performed her first solo competition.
No way.
Yes.
And she's 6?
And she's 6.
five.
Oh,
yes,
my heck,
she
those
is
are the
6,
cutest.
and she was Cinderella and did it to A Dream Is a Wish, Your Heart Makes, and I was just crying.
Oh,
Did she
cute.
And
really
she
like
win
do it?
first, and she got
won
queen.
first?
She said her goal was like to not forget it and to earn a crown, and so you have to take first or high queen to get a crown, and she did it. So
Oh, my heck.
you're so proud of her. It was super fun.
She seems like a determined little girl at such a young age.
She is totally. Yeah,
So
she's like
she's-
her mother. Like she puts her mind to something and she's going to accomplish it.
She's 5 and she's a queen.
6.
6.
She's
I've,
a true
I've
princess.
underachieved in my life.
You've
So
never
then-
been a queen?
Never
I don't
been
know
a
if I
queen.
have either.
No.
Actually,
You're the queen
no.
of your house.
We could buy
Yeah.
tiaras next time.
I'll just,
And
yeah,
crown
maybe
each
that's
other
all I need to
queens.
do.
Oh.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was so sweet. And
Well, good.
now all the little sisters and cousins are like, I want to be a queen. I want to do it next year. And their moms, okay,
Like,
here we go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an expense.
Yeah.
All
a
the
lot of
things,
work.
all the competitions and dance recitals and baseball season and soccer all coming up. It's just a busy time.
It is.
And graduations and
Yeah.
end of year parties and end of year concerts.
It's just right around
Proms
the corner.
and I don't know.
Yep.
It's fun, but it comes quick. I feel like into February after that, it just is the end of the year
Yep.
before you know
And
it.
it's all expensive.
Yeah. And you have one graduating.
Yes, one
That's crazy.
graduating, and I cried when I had to order his cap and gown. I'm like, how are we here?
I remember that with my first one. It's big.
The first
Yeah.
one is, yeah, it's like the first and the last.
I agree with that.
I watched a reel, I think, this week, and it's a boy coughing in bed, like coughing his head off. He, you know, is just acting out, but he's like a senior probably. And the dad opens the door and says, "Get to school. You're not sick." And the kid's just, "Get out of bed. You have 10 minutes to be out the door." And it said first child, and then him acting as the middle child. And then the dad's downstairs eating, and he hears the kid cough, and he's like, keeps eating. And then it says baby child, and he went, and the dad runs upstairs, opens the door. "I've already called in sick for you. You get the next 2 days off school. Do you need something? I'll run to the
my.
store right now." And I'm like,
I think I follow that guy that makes those. Like,
Oh
there's
my
a guy
gosh.
that does, and it's so funny.
it's so funny, but then it can also go flip side. I almost feel like you're more like that with your oldest. Like, oh, and by your youngest, you're like, you know what?
I
I'm
think
not-
your
more laid
oldest, you're
back.
more demanding and like whatever with the baby. You're kind of like, you do baby them, but also you're like, yeah.
You realize what doesn't matter.
Yeah,
'Cause
totally.
you're
Yeah.
too tired now.
Yep.
Well, we may look tired, but we're not. We're ready
gonna
for
have
a
a great show.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's time to get the chatter going. Let's get started. We learned about Utah Mom Favorite Things several months ago, and we loved the idea. Welcome, Brindley Duke, back to the table.
Oh, the favorite moms and one of our
She's become
favorite
one
guests.
of our regulars.
Oh my gosh.
Which is so
Well, thank you for having
exciting.
me
You're
again.
welcome. So, Bryn, we were both able to attend.
But I
Fabulous.
wasn't. I wasn't, so I gotta hear
Yeah.
how it
Tell us
went.
all about it.
It was amazing.
Okay.
So we have 28 vendors come, and we just have them bring their product and sell, and it's just like a miniature expo. Most of the companies are local here in Spanish Fork. We had a really good turnout.
You
I think
did.
we had like 1,200 people come through that day,
And it
which
was
Wow.
the first week of December, right?
Yes,
Okay, so
yeah. So
perfect
that one was like
shopping
a
time.
Christmas one, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a party. I learned about new product that I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. And I had a lot of good feedback. So
Was it scary,
I-
like starting something like that? Just like
Yes,
this little
I
baby,
was
new baby?
terrified?
Were
I was
you?
like, oh my gosh, what if no one comes?
Yes.
Like I'm like,
It's like
I know
throwing that party. You're not quite sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know my family will come, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, so it will eventually be a party when they all
Yes,
show up.
yeah.
And
Yes.
Brindley, after the event, didn't you have like a gift exchange? How did that go?
Yes, we did like a little favorite things party. So like you each bring 3 of the same gift.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we did that for the Christmas one. We won't be doing that one for the
Okay.
spring.
Was it successful?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, good.
We'll probably do it again
For the
in
Christmas
The
one.
Christmas one, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that
Because
was
that's
probably
kind of that time of year for that.
Yeah,
right?
a little
Yeah.
gift
So
exchange.
I was able to buy a blanket there, which was super fun. Like I had kind of done some Christmas shopping, but it was fun to just kind of roam around and see local vendors and different like ideas. And Stace, didn't you buy a couple
Yep, I
things
got
too?
some things as well.
Yeah,
you go.
so super
So
fun.
good job. So you
So
just,
now-
Let's do it again?
Yeah.
Like this is
Yes.
a quick turnaround.
I know. So
Good for you.
I love spring. Spring is like my favorite thing ever. And I was like, okay, if you go to a spring expo, you want like fresh flowers and jewelry, and you think of like Easter and things like that. So we do have like a fresh flower, build your own bouquet, lady coming.
Oh.
It'll be super fun. And then we do have quite a few of the same vendors. They
Okay.
came to the last one, wanted to come back. So I was like, oh, that's a good sign.
That
Like,
is.
Yeah.
They must have done
They
pretty
liked
good,
it.
right?
Yes.
So yeah, but it was just a party, and I hope to have another party. So everyone come. So it's March 16th,
Okay.
same time, so 11 to 7
River Bridge.
at the Riverbridge
Okay.
Event Center again. Yeah, so it'll
So
be
show us
super
what
fun.
you brought. Are
Okay,
they some of the vendors?
yes, so these are some of the vendors. So this is the Who Cares Club, and their hoodie.
Don't
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
I love it.
Like everyone needs to just be nice.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
all
agree.
about her stuff. And she is just amazing. The Who Cares Club, like honestly,
And so does she have sweatshirts, t-shirts, like
sweatshirts, t-shirts, sweatpants.
And
She's
just cool
actually
little-
just dropped 2 new t-shirts today.
Do they
Okay.
just have
So-
different sayings on them? Is that
Yes,
what?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she has another one. The back says, "It's really not that serious," which I take myself too serious sometimes. I'm like, I need that
Was
one.
she the vendor like right when you signed in, like you walked on first right?
Yes,
Right
yeah.
there. Okay.
Yeah, she's incredible. And then Felsen Jewelry is another one, which I love these guys. I literally wear these earrings every single day.
And they're the kind you can sleep in and
Sleep
they
in
won't-
them, sweat in them,
I need to get a
swim
pair
in
of
them.
those.
They're amazing,
Really?
and I love. So I'm gonna take one off and show you guys. So it literally just clicks into each other. Like,
Wow.
So it's like a infinity hoop, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
So you can sleep on it, and it's not a big thing. Anyway.
So
And then this is Sunday Selections, and she has this, and she has another one that says "Come Follow Me." They're just so beautiful, and I love how like minimalistic they are.
yes.
Yeah.
It's just a good
So
she
pretty.
makes those.
piece. Yes, she
Yes,
makes
it's
them.
like textured.
So
Yeah.
they're all going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, they're
Oh my
so
gosh.
fun.
Some oldies that have come back, but then
Yes,
some new.
and she's
fun.
new. Yep.
She's new.
We
and
have
then-
like some baby clothes. We have
So how do you find some of these favorite things that you have at your expo?
so a lot of them are my favorite things. So Felsen Jewelry, my favorite thing ever. Like necklace. This one is them. Earrings are them.
So you find them and then you're just like, hey, come and
Yes,
sell
hey,
your stuff.
Come and sell your stuff because we need you. So,
Well,
But-
I'm super excited. So how much does it cost to get in? And
so we're just doing the. Oh, sorry.
you're good.
Here's your water from our studio.
Oh, well, thank
With
you.
a little studio chatter
Add this
mug
to one
on
of your
it.
favorite things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Add studio
go.
chat. You guys can come chit chat. You can chatter with everyone.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh my
A
heck.
booth of us chattering. They can pay to chat with us.
Yes, I love it. So just the $3 that we did last time.
So great.
then what about
Such a
booth?
deal.
So
Do they pay to have a booth?
Oh, that was just for entering. People
Just for
coming
entry.
to the
Oh,
expo.
yes,
Was
yeah.
$3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And are you
but
full? Or is
I
your-
have one more right now left.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Super fun.
Well, this will be perfect timing to
I know.
get the word out
Yeah. there you
before
go.
Easter. Because spring is just, like you said, it's a really fun time of year with the new color scheme and the snow melting and the flowers coming up.
Yeah,
And I
we're
feel like
about that place in the
March-
winter right now where we're just done.
We're
Yeah.
ready for the life to come back.
Yes, March there's not much to do either.
Yeah.
Like if you're not at a dance competition or a baseball tournament, there's
This is
nothing
true.
to do on the weekend.
Nothing to look forward to.
Yes,
But this is.
so it'll be good.
This is
And
going to be great.
With the timing of Easter this year, again in March. I swear we've had Easter in March more times.
I know we
in a
have.
while,
I don't
than I
understand
can
how that
set
works.
that up?
I
I
don't
want every
either.
holiday to just be on the
I know.
last Thursday of the month. That's
Yeah,
what I
last
really
Thursday.
like.
The same
Sunday.
number day
So
for
then we
me.
get
Yeah.
Friday and
I'm
Saturday
like,
and
I
Sunday
need the
off.
number.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Okay, the
December
25th.
Yes.
Okay.
So
April
I
1st
want
would be
the
a
last
great
Thursday.
Yeah.
So Bryn, let's make this
All right.
like the last Thursday.
Maybe not a Thursday though, because people work.
Okay,
so
okay. Last
Oh, but then you
Saturday.
get the day off. Nice holiday.
There you go. Utah Mom Holiday.
So
Yeah.
There
last
we go.
time you did some giveaways though, right?
Yes. So this time
Are you guys going to do that
we
again?
will do giveaways. Yeah.
Didn't
so
you win something cool?
I did
Was
not.
it you?
No,
Someone
but
then
someone
I was there.
Someone did. They won like a good price.
I know, like a Miki. Who was
Was
it?
it Natasha?
No,
Someone
it
won on
was.
Who won the
Natasha.
Minky?
What is her last name? That's gonna bug me. And Jex's sister-in-law.
Is it Sherilyn Woodhouse?
Yes.
Sherilyn.
Oh, she
You
did,
won it.
because I went to dinner at her house after, and I got there. She's like, look, good one. I'm like,
Okay, yeah, I think that's who it was.
Yep,
we were
it was
talking about
Sharon.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I did not win, but I'd love to win.
So is
I
it?
know.
But to win, do you just put a raffle ticket in, or how do you?
Yes. So when you pay the $3, you get an entry to the giveaways.
Okay.
So.
And then they'll do. So how many giveaways did you do last time?
So last time I did too many. So
It was a lot.
I am gonna do a lot more for Christmas, but this time each of my vendors is required to bring a giveaway gift.
Oh, that's
so
a
there's
good
at
amount.
least 28. But then
That's
there's also
awesome.
local businesses that have reached out and been like, hey, we want to give something for your giveaways for your spring expo. So
So,
awesome.
Brinley, I have a question for you.
okay.
What did you learn from doing your first expo that maybe surprised you?
I got super emotional at like how well people come together.
Oh.
Honestly, which I don't know. Maybe I was in like a dark place, so I was like, "Oh, the world is awful and dark."
Yeah.
And then at that moment, I was like, "Holy cow!"
People are good
yes,
and-
people are amazing. They're spreading the word. They're supporting me. They're supporting all the vendors, and it was just super eye-opening to me.
That's so
But-
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Because, yeah, when asking that, I thought you were going to be like,
A
well,
business.
let me tell you.
set up at 10, not at 11.
Yeah, signed up. You better be here on
Stacy's
time.
going business.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and you're
no.
saying the world is good.
yeah,
That's
it is.
good.
Yeah.
We need more of that. More of
at
that
the favorite
attitude and feel.
things, like sitting in a circle when we were exchanging gifts, I literally started crying. I was like, I'm so sorry. But it was
good.
cool.
That's
I
so
loved
Success.
Hopeful.
And I feel like
Yeah.
we need it. We need like a little mini
Yes.
like pinner something down here,
Yeah,
down south.
for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Good job,
thanks for
Bren.
joining
Well,
us.
thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks for having me.
We will see you there.
Can't
Yeah.
We will.
Right, Angela?
Yeah. Okay, I'm writing
Marking
down
on
March
the calendar.
16th,
wait. Yes.
And it's not the last Thursday.
it's not.
No.
and it's a Saturday.
Third Saturday.
It's a
Yes.
Saturday.
Saturday.
I can do
Right before
Saturday.
St.
I'm
Patrick's
coming.
Day.
I'm coming this
Wear
time.
green.
There we go. Watch, you're gonna win something now, probably.
I never win anything, so that would
With
be
that
amazing.
mindset, you're never going to. I win all
I
the
never
time.
do, but maybe I
Come
will.
to Utah Mom's
know.
favorite things and win.
I mean, there's enough. There's enough.
gonna rig it. She's gonna be
No.
like, "Oh, look,
Hey.
you won. You have to come back every year."
There you go.
Are you gonna do another one after this one?
Yes, so we
Like-
actually, the first Saturday in December this year.
Okay.
But me and Ange were talking, and she's like, maybe do it sooner.
Because I feel like you do
can
some
get
of
it.
your Christmas shopping already, like Black
Yeah,
Friday.
a
I
lot of
kind of
mine
shopped
done.
out.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Love
Good
you,
luck. We'll
Bren.
see you on the 16th.
Can't
Okay.
wait.
We know that you love a bargain, and shopping at a secondhand store can reveal some real gems. Let's welcome Satu from Pre-Loved to the table.
Hi.
Satu, I'm not going to attempt your last name.
You shouldn't.
What is it?
It's Guyonpa. Yes, it's Finnish. It means end of the lane. Kind of
Guyonpa.
cutesy.
End of the lane.
Yeah, and
Isn't
Satu,
that
Satu
pretty?
actually means fairy tale. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of
Oh my God.
Like
Yeah.
happily ever after?
yeah, I guess
Yes,
so.
she's a
End of the
princess.
lane.
Like
fairy
your
tale.
life? Oh my God.
I guess so. I don't know.
Well, we had you here, was it about a year and a half ago?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes.
And you own Pre-Loved here in Spanish
Yes.
Fork. But there's been some
Yes.
big changes, and we thought,
Huge
let's get you back.
changes.
Because
Yes.
when you had first come in, I don't know if I had been.
I
don't-
had
I
been.
You had been.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But let's jump
was a
in and
little-
tell us who you are a little bit about why you started Pre-Loved and what
Yeah,
it is.
so I started Pre-Loved in 2021 in Provo, and Spanish Fork was my second location, and people here were just the best. I love Spanish Fork. You guys are such a vibe.
We are.
So
We are.
we
We are.
But yeah, so we just moved to our new location on Main Street. It's in the Sophos Survival Building, and so it's been really great. So we're a secondhand store, but elevated thrifting. I brought this concept to the States from Finland, where you can rent a booth and then we sell the stuff for you. But yeah, I've added tweaks to it, like discount days, which are really fun,
Okay.
and you keep the majority of the sale, you keep 65%, and the weekly rotation, so every Saturday the store is totally new. So it's just the best thing, and it's helped me on a really deep level to like clear out what no longer serves me in my home, and also just embrace who I am today, because who I am today is different than who I was even just a year and a half ago when I was here. You know,
Right.
styles change, needs change. You know,
You were featured in Business Q magazine.
I was. That was really fun.
You just keep elevating
I
yourself.
guess. I mean, that's the journey of life, right? Just always
We
pushing.
hope.
Yeah.
We hope.
Yeah.
Well, I know Angie uses.
I love
Like
Pre-Loved.
you've gone there
I
several.
do several
Tell us
booths.
about
So
some
do
of
my
your
girls.
experiences.
Really fabulous. Like sometimes I'm just like, do I have anything? And then I remember there was a reel or a post that you guys did. It's like, go to that shirt that maybe you still want to hold on to, but like put it out there and see what happens. So I've kind of done that with my closet. Have I used this in like a year or two? No, I love the piece, but honestly, wouldn't you rather like exchange that and then go buy something new? That's kind of my concept. Clear it out. And I am so surprised. I've gone through my closet. I probably have done 5 or 6 booths.
Have you really?
Over the last year, just women's, and I still have a closet full. Probably because I'm buying when I'm in there, right?
She's just
Right.
exchanging.
But
You're
it's
just
really
exchanging.
great. Like I'll put it all out there. I probably make between 150 and 200
During
just
that
depending.
week, and your son Bo has done it.
Yep.
Both your girls have done it.
Yep. And then I usually take the leftovers to Tabitha's Way, unless there's a few key pieces where we're like,
Right.
oh, we could try those again.
Okay.
So it's really
love
great.
that.
Yeah. And then I just mosey in there and see everything else. It's really
But it's
fun.
nice, right?
It
For your
is. It
home,
feels
for your
good.
life, and
Yeah, it feels
absolutely.
deep.
I have
Cluttered.
loved shopping there for my grandkids.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Because they grow so fast.
Yes.
When you pick up a piece that's really cool.
Yes.
But you're like, oh, they're going to probably wear it for 3 months.
Right.
Well, and
It's
the
nice not
variety, the
spending.
variety is
Yeah.
good because you have home stuff too,
Yes.
like a section for home. And then my favorite that I was talking about earlier, my favorite purchase there is my cowgirl boots that have fringe. They're leather. They're Ariats. They're so comfortable. And I bought them for like $40, and then I went home and was like, I just want to see if these are online. They're $300
Angela, that's
online.
crazy
They
about
still
that,
sell them. They still sell them.
so
but I could wear them in the dirt and not care because
Right.
What a
you bought the
great
pre-loved.
deal.
because they were $40, but they
Ariat.
Ariats
Oh
and
my
they got
gosh.
fringe. I mean, we're
Well,
talking
and
like
so many like brand new items will be in there, new with tags. It's like you take it home from the store, don't really, wear
Yeah.
it, and then
Or you
it's so
forget to
awesome.
return it.
Yeah, like a free.
Yeah.
I got a pair of Nikes, I think, for like $25 that were brand new. So
Wow.
yeah.
So,
kinda
Satu,
fun.
every Saturday morning the store
Saturday
is
morning.
new.
Yes, so sellers set up between 8 and 10 a.m. So it's like they have a 2-hour time to set up
Okay.
their booth, and then the doors open at 10 for the
Okay.
public.
And your new location, you said, is on Main Street
on Main
between
Street.
1st and 2nd North?
Yes,
I believe, by the old Doc Brundy's and
Yeah, it's just a block north of the our original
It's like by
pre-loved.
Joe's coffee shop, just right around
Yes,
the corner.
and we
from
share the
there.
parking lot.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this new location bigger?
It is a little bit bigger.
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
So
So, we
were
have
you
like
able to
5
get-
new booths.
Oh.
5 more booths now. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
That's helpful for
yeah,
you.
it's been great, and it's fun because it's like the back is like women's, and then the front is like kids, men's, and home. So it's kind
Okay.
of fun. So everything's really clean. You walk in, you know exactly what you're looking at. I've actually heard that this location is a little easier to shop because like I've checked this row, the previous location. You kind of got lost a little bit. So I think
okay.
we did really well with the layout. So everyone needs to come check
And
it
there's
out.
parking
love
on
it.
Main Street and also in the back?
Yes, the whole back you're able to park there. So
Okay.
you just park there and
And
walk
brand new,
around.
awesome dressing rooms too.
Aren't those so
which, yeah,
pretty?
I appreciate
Oh.
those. Yep. The curtains were great in the last one, but this one I feel like okay, I could really
Continually
try on these
elevating,
tabs.
like she said. Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
We're learning and tweaking and taking feedback, and anyway, so I feel really good about it. So,
It's so
we've
pretty.
come a long way.
Pretty
Yeah,
store.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
really great
Good.
location.
Thank you.
So how can people find out? Do you have a website or does
Uh-huh.
everyone do it on social media? How
Yeah,
does
so
that-
the website is preloved.love. We have 7 open locations right now. We have 2 more in the works, so we'll have 9 soon. So Eagle Mountain is actually opening like in 2 weeks on March 9th.
Oh, wow.
And then we're opening Draper soon. But then we have 7 other locations that are already going. So if anyone's out
that
there.
is amazing.
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
So cool.
In what, a year and a
We've been open almost 2.5 years now.
2.5 years, and you have
just a hustle.
7
yeah,
locations.
Yeah. So that's all on Prelove.love, so you can rent a booth near you, hopefully. And then our social media here is prelove.spanishfork.utah. And there are finds every day. We're pulling the best things out so you can shop online as well. But
Really?
yeah, through Venmo and like Instagram, you can be like, I want that. This morning I bought 3 little things for my little baby on Provo's because I was in and out, and it was so nice. So I just Venmo'd, and they're holding it for me.
Just on their
So-
stories, I'll post like
Yeah.
items with the price, and then you can just DM them and say, I want that, and then
Yeah.
they'll hold it for you.
And we do that
So
too
great.
because like I want the sellers to have max visibility, so I want to use our Instagram to help them, make more.
Yeah, so do you just highlight one booth, or like a couple booths, or all the
No,
booths?
we do. All the booths get highlighted during the week, at least one item, and then usually it's more than that.
Okay.
And then every day we do Instagram stories categorized,
gosh.
and people can claim, and it's just a party.
So you're the owner, you're the
Yes.
brainchild behind this, but so what is your official role? Are you doing financing? Are you helping with the booths?
Oh,
Like, what's-
I'm not doing financing. That's my husband. I cannot look at an
Okay.
Excel sheet with happiness. So, yeah, no, I'm like the creative. I'm the CEO. I'm constantly pushing, trying to make the company even better and bigger. But yeah, so I'm often in the stores, but I'm no longer sitting behind the counter and working. My role has evolved. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my God.
But you'll
It's so
probably see
fun.
me in there Saturday mornings because I'm kind of an addict.
That's good.
Well, we have.
So you should be, yeah.
But when you shop there, you're shopping people that may have shopped all over the world. I mean, Utah people travel a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll see
Yeah.
things that I'm like, oh, this isn't. You
Oh,
wouldn't buy this in
totally.
Utah at a regular store.
Yes, yes.
So that it does kind of make it fun.
It is so fun, and we all have treasures in our homes that really we don't need in our homes anymore. And then it's so nice to see other people wearing what I no longer need, and vice versa.
And you
So
said
it's
your
been
shirt you're
so-
wearing right now is a
Yes,
treasure that you just
yes,
picked up, right?
I know.
Cute string.
I was
This
like,
is
I need
also
something new.
From
Oh, really?
Prelove, new with tag. A couple
See?
weeks ago.
Oh my God,
Right?
I love how happy she is.
It
And
does.
she's
It
a
makes me
shopper.
happy. I am.
So I thought Angie will never go to Pre-Loved, and
No, I'm obsessed
she'll show
with
up
it.
here and be like, "Yep, I got this at Pre-Loved." And
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
We've kind of broken the stereotype of like thrifting's kind of like grimy and gross, and it's just a way of life, and it's beautiful, and it's a lifestyle. I always say Pre-Loved is more than the thrift store. It's a lifestyle, because then you're shopping slower, you're thinking about your purchases, you're not so inclined to impulse buy at full price. And then you're always cleaning out your home and letting your home breathe, So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful
Thank you for
cycle.
offering
It
this
is.
in our
Oh, you bet.
community.
It's been
I'm
such a
sure
pleasure.
It's the best store.
It is.
Out of all 7, the vibe here we have is
Yes.
really great.
It is so good. It's so good here.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, we appreciate you coming. So,
thank
do
you.
your kids, when they are with you, do they love to go to the stores, or that,
Yes.
Mom, we don't want to go to work with you?
Oh no, they love it. They love it. We do have a kids corner too. So for moms,
you do.
because I want moms to be able to thrift in peace. You kind of have to touch every
Yeah,
booth and look at every
you
booth.
do.
Yeah.
So we have a kids area, so the kids can play while moms shop, and dads too. But no, my kids love it because they always convince me to get them a little something because it's not so expensive.
Yeah, if you had a dad area, it'd be like a food corner.
There you
It'd be
go.
a food corner.
TV
Just add
and
that. This is
food.
how you can elevate it. You're going to bring dads in by having a hot dog
They could run
stand.
upstairs to Sophos, right?
That's true. That's true.
true.
Sophos is great. That
is true.
So,
Well,
yeah.
we wish you the best in
Thank
your new
you.
location.
Thank
it sounds
you.
great. I need to get in there.
You do.
Yeah.
You need to do a booth.
But when
Stacey.
you just did the shirt, did you get it at the new location?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, good job.
I know,
Thanks.
right?
Well, we love that you're here.
Yeah, I've got big plans. It's on Main Street, and in the spring when it's not snowing and hailing anymore, it was hailing today. I'm going to paint it white, get a big old Pre-Loved on it, so you won't miss it.
So
really
pretty.
see
It'd be
So
awesome.
excited.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, thanks for
Keep
joining
it up.
us.
We love it.
We'll have you back in another 18 months.
Yes, that
Keep
sounds
us
perfect.
posted.
That sounds perfect.
We all carry a lot of baggage. Well, it's time to learn how to shed that load. Let's welcome Laura Solorzano with the Body Genius Method back to the chatter.
Welcome, Laura.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Back to our studio.
I love this topic, the body genius. It makes me sound smart. Like
Yeah.
this is something that I'm going to want to do.
And it's a
Absolutely.
method.
Method, which I like.
And we're going to
Checklist.
unload some baggage, which always feels good. So tell us what this is all about.
Yeah, so for about 8 years, I've been coaching women with disordered eating, as I had recovered half my life struggling with an eating disorder. So I've been doing that for quite a while, one-on-one with clients, and I've always wanted to find a way to give the tools that I have to the masses, basically, to have more people have the opportunity to learn the tools. Because I think that, especially in today's day and age, everyone, 99% of women are struggling with some sort of body dysmorphia or disordered eating in some form or fashion. Just the messages that are being given to us are so wrong and so false that I just wanted to create a space where I could debunk it all and help people really listen to themselves, turn inward, and unlock their body genius.
I love everything about what you just said, right? It's something that we don't really talk about.
Yeah.
We know that's out there. We
Yeah.
know that media or whatever is being shoveled at us is real and legit. It does affect us.
Yeah.
But we think we're above the law.
Right, it's really
But I'm in
frustrating,
control with
actually.
it, right?
Yeah.
But we're not.
Yeah.
Well, and food becomes a coping mechanism for many things, whether it's not eating or eating too much or anything in between.
Right, and it starts at such a young age. So at the age of 10 or 11, you have girls that think food is good or bad, and food doesn't have a personality. You know, like we just have these really, really messed up messages that are getting to our children that are then passed on to us and or carried on with us. And really, it's just messaging in our brain that needs to be rewired, and we can absolutely change everything that we think and the way that we view, and our paradigms around body and food can change, and we can become whatever we want to become. So
when you were here before, you had different books, journaling. So
Yeah.
I will get to that. But so is the Body Genius Method also a book?
it's not a book, but we do incorporate the Gratitude Daily Mindset Journal. That's the morning and evening one.
Oh, okay.
Every single day. So everyone who participates in the program, we just finished our first round, and we're going to relaunch it and do it again because it went so well. But that is a big part of it, is the women and girls. I had half of the people in my method were teenagers, which was so exciting.
Very good, because you're catching them.
It changes
when
their
they're
life
young.
forever, and the
Yes.
tools that they learn can be applied to everything in their life. So that was a crucial part of it, was using that journal every morning and night.
So tell us about the program. Is it online or in person, and then how many weeks?
So this first time it was about a month, and it's online. It's virtual coaching. You know, you come in as a group and you get different lessons every week. And then the journal you incorporate, and then there's like Q&A and things like that. So it basically is, you can do it from anywhere. You can watch the live sessions are recorded. And this next time when we relaunch it, we're going to do 6 weeks.
Okay, you needed a little bit more time.
A little bit longer in order to do some like live coaching where people could come on and maybe like be in the hot seat and get coached from me one-on-one. Because what I've noticed is lots of women and girls don't want to be the one to ask the question, but when someone finally does, they have all the same questions. And so it's nice to have someone who's willing to be in the hot seat and be coached, and then everyone always benefits from it. So we're going to add more to it. My 17-year-old designed a cute sweatshirt we're giving to everybody too. That's so cool. So yeah, it's going to be really awesome.
So how
It's gonna
can
be fun.
people find out more about it?
So they can go to, right now they can go to my Instagram, which is Create Remarkable Co. We changed our name because we're bringing on so many other things besides just Remarkable Journals.
Okay.
They can go there, and there's a link to the sales page where they can look at everything, and then stay on there to look for updates as we launch it again.
Okay.
Yeah, which will probably be in March.
Oh, so soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the next few weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the concept.
Yeah.
I think that when I was a teenager, it's something, I don't know, maybe without the social media, we weren't in such a bad place, but I still remember as a teenage girl putting on my cheer skirt and thinking, this feels tight today, like you better not eat tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a concept that was going on in my mind.
Right. Well, I didn't have social media, and I had a severe eating disorder. So I think about all of these girls and women, these moms that are spending time on social media comparing themselves to everybody, and then they're getting the messaging because the fitness and diet industry is so
prevalent.
yes, and it makes so much money.
But it's confusing too, because
Right.
there's so many different diet methods,
yes.
and some of them are actually really unhealthy.
So we try them all, but the core of the problem is that every single thing that I think that's out there is telling you you have a problem to fix.
Yeah.
And so we're creating a problem because that's what we're focused on. And what my method is so different and so revolutionary is because I'm telling you, don't focus on a problem because you're not a problem. Focus on what you want to become and create. And as you set your mind and you decide what you want to become and create, you become that because the brain is so amazingly powerful.
It's just wired to think that fat is bad or not being this perfect is bad.
Yeah.
And it's
that is
so
such
cultural.
a hard
'cause,
concept.
Like the Islanders are like curvy and beautiful,
Right.
and like, do they struggle with these same things, or is it more?
No, I think
you
it's
know, our
definitely more
nation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Our culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. So, is this mostly for like eating, fitness, or does your program apply to women dealing with different struggles?
So as I've launched it, it's been launched as the Body Genius, but what's interesting is the first round that we went through, the feedback that I got, especially from moms, was, I can't believe how this is applying to every area of my life.
That's as I've even just listened to.
Yeah.
I'm like this. Probably
Yeah.
whatever things you're
Like
trying
any
to
insecurity
incorporate.
or something
Yeah.
like that, you could connect with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because basically, we all come with different paradigms by the way that we were raised, by social media, by the culture that we live in, and all it takes to become something different is to change that paradigm in any area of your life. So you learn how to do that. I teach you how, when your brain is the most malleable, the most neuroplastic, because our brains can totally
When is
change.
that? Like I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
tell us, like, give us a snippet of.
Yeah,
something
it's
in your
actually
class.
when you wake up first thing in the morning, in the first
Okay.
30 minutes, and the last 30 minutes before you fall asleep, which is why the journal is so crucial, because it's set up to be morning and evening.
Okay, I love hearing that because
Yeah.
I wake up at the same time every day. And I go into our living room, and that's where my journal is, and my
That's awesome.
my meditation or spiritual, like whatever I choose to study that day.
It's the best
Before
time
the
for you to
world
do that.
is just like ding,
100%.
ding, ding, you know, just your phone,
Yeah.
everything. And this afternoon I had time, so I thought I'm going to go back to that and read it. I wasn't like clicking, focusing. It was just like, oh, midday, not a good time to
Yeah.
be studying.
Yeah.
Well, and they've
really
also
important
done
things.
scientific studies that show if you get on your phone, the very first thing you do when you wake up, you're actually having a dopamine hit, because the phone gives you that kind of like fake dopamine hit. Then for the rest of the day, you're trying to recreate that dopamine hit.
All day?
Yes. And so it's been shown that when you get on it first thing, you'll spend 3 times as much time on your phone throughout the rest of the day trying to get that back. I mean, and that's what so many people are doing. Or we're scrolling social media before we go to bed, and we're wiring our brain to compare as we sleep. So we're going to bed like comparing ourselves to other people as we sleep, and we think that that's a gift to ourselves when our kids go to bed. Now we'll spend time on social media. I mean, I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
It took me like an aha. This was like 3 or 4 years ago, where I was like, wait, what am I doing? Like, that's not a gift that I'm giving myself.
Right. I'm feeling bad, actually.
Right, like I'm going to
Or
compare
overwhelmed.
myself to other people and go to bed with that sitting in my brain. That's the opposite of what I want to do. If I want to create the best life I can, then I'm going to be writing down who I am, who I want to become, you know, all my goals, things like that, so that is what I'm thinking about as I sleep, and it has changed my life.
Well, and
Absolutely.
interesting about journaling, because I was just studying about trauma last week in my schooling, is reflection is a big coping mechanism for dealing with trauma. And if you've had an eating disorder,
Yeah.
that's traumatic
Yeah.
and something that you deal with, but you can have other things pile on top of that are hard to cope with. So reflection was
Yeah.
such a big deal.
Yeah.
And so when you say journaling, this is really powerful.
Well, one of the things that I really struggled with as I was trying to overcome my eating disorder, because I struggled with it for like 17 years, so through 6 of my 8 kids, and I tried everything. And the problem was that every time I went to a counselor or a therapist or anyone, I was broken and I had a problem, and I would always struggle with this. That was the messaging that I was being given.
Horrible.
And
Really?
it makes you, well, think about it. When you go in, they say, and this is told to all women with eating disorders and girls, that you will always have an eating disorder.
Yeah.
And
Why?
you will
I
have to
don't
deal with it.
understand that.
And I always left thinking, okay, so if I always will feel this way, why am I even trying? Like,
You feel defeated, probably.
yeah, and the fact
So I'm
is
broken
that
for
is
forever.
so untrue. Here I am, 45, recovered at 35. I do not have an eating disorder. I do not struggle with an eating disorder. And the girls that I've been able to work with, the women, some in their 50s who've been in and out of treatment for years and years, like, do not have eating disorders anymore because they were able to rewrite their brain. Like, it's such a disservice to tell people that they'll always struggle with it, and then you put them in this box and tell them, okay, get better. Like, it's just, it's impossible.
Laura, I feel like the first time you came with your journals, so remarkable, if I can say that. But I feel like this was a catapult to what is really.
Yeah, well,
going to
I
be
had
successful.
started,
Like,
my
this is
coaching
huge.
is actually what led to the journals. My husband, I think I told the last time, had like had them printed because I was sending them to all my
Yes.
clients.
And now
So it
it's
is
like
at the
full
heart of
circle.
everything
Yes.
is me trying to give back in a way to help
Amazing.
people who have struggled.
And
like
that's a
me.
great way of
love it.
healing,
Yeah.
is to give
Yeah.
back something that you've struggled and help
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, and it
that
really
journey.
is for everyone because all of us have some kind of messaging that's not serving us.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
for sharing your
Yeah.
message with us
Thank
today.
you.
Our time's up, but remind our listeners again, where can they find your information?
Okay, go to @CreateRemarkableCo on Instagram.
Remarkable.
Yeah,
Create.
that is the best place to go right now, where you
Okay.
can find links to everything. Yeah.
Great journal tools, all the tools
Thank
you
you.
shared.
Thanks.
Sweet lady.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course.
We'll have you
Thanks
back
for having
soon.
me. Absolutely.
Chances are you know someone that lives or works in a stressful and cluttered environment. Producer Pete. Let's see how we can solve both of those problems. Welcome Markel Horner with Simply Stressless to the table.
Hey.
Hi Markel, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And isn't this the best time of year? Everybody's just feeling like, oh,
Ready to let go.
just
Totally.
Yeah.
it's
I came
like
up-
spring cleaning Phil.
Totally. I came across yours because I was following Marky, and Marky had you just in an event.
Now,
And I-
Marky from Embolden You that
yes,
we just had
that we
on
just had
last month, okay?
right?
Yeah.
And then I saw your post, and I was like, "Geez, I feel like that connects in so many ways." So tell us a little bit about you,
Yeah.
and then what you're doing.
Sure. So I'm Markel, and I'm a professional organizer and a life coach. And I have 3 beautiful little girls at home. And after I had my first baby, I was like, how does anybody do this? How does anybody work a job and keep a clean house and spend quality time together? And I just felt super overwhelmed by just life, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, and if
so-
you have 3 girls,
yeah.
you're going to have
Oh, it's busy.
clutter if
Yeah.
you don't know how to rein it in.
Yeah.
Right.
Bows
Yep.
and socks and shoes and Barbies.
All the things.
All of it. Yeah.
So were you already a professional organizer prior to the girls?
No, I was not. So after I had my first baby, I was like, I'm so overwhelmed. I need to figure out and learn skills to just
Gotcha.
handle my life. And so I did research and first started out just reading books and, you know, on Pinterest, how do I hack my life? Because this is really hard. And I found NAPO, which is the National Association of Productivity and Organizing. And I was
Wow.
like,
All
That word.
Yeah.
I like how close it is to NATO.
Right?
Like,
NAPO.
NAPO.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I found them and I was like, I'm going to take classes and courses and got certifications. And I worked for a professional organizing company up in Salt Lake. And we would have clients call us back after 6 months and say, I really need a refresher. Like, I really need you to come back to my house and just redo kind of everything that I've done. And the more that I thought about it, I was like, people need skills. Like, they don't need somebody to come in and do the entire house for them. They need to know
Teach some principles
Yeah.
and things that they can apply.
exactly. They need to know how to bob and weave with the changes and the different phases that we enter in our life, you know, because if you have teenagers or if you have young babies, you're
Even
going
in
to be
the
running your
different
house differently,
seasons,
right?
I go from winter and I'm like, get the snow clothes out of here,
Yeah.
you know.
And then summer, bring on all the
Different-
sunscreen
Yep.
and the pool bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even different seasons do
Yeah.
that.
And
So-
sometimes I start to filter them into different spaces, and I was like, okay, I need to contain them all. Like, I had medicine in one cabinet in my kitchen, some in my pantry, and then some upstairs. And I was like,
Yeah.
Angie, just go put that all in the same place, right?
Yep.
I think the neat
Yeah.
thing about an organizer coming in and doing it is you just do what you've always done. Mm-hmm. So if someone comes in, like if my daughter's over, when we moved into her house, Angie and her daughter was there helping me get my kitchen set up, and just hearing different people's opinions, like, wow.
Like, I didn't think of that.
I've always done this, but I can see why your way really might work.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's a lot of what I do is, I think to a certain point you do need to set up structure for people, but also you need to know how their life flows and how their family flows, because you can look at, all of these people that, color code and rainbow everything, and it looks so pretty, but are you the type of person that's going to do that with your Legos? Are you going to sit down and be like, here are all the red ones and the yellow ones? I don't have time for that.
I just need one bin to throw them in.
Yes, exactly. Right? Yeah, but some people love being able to see that, and so that's a lot of what I do is talking with people and figuring out how they flow and
more
how their
custom.
family
Yes.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's important.
So got to figure out how to work with, you don't want to work against people's natural tendencies
Yes.
too much,
Right. I know. I love part of your thing is like to find the peace.
Yeah.
Because I think organization does do that.
Totally.
Like when I can go and find the kids' soccer stuff and it's in the same place every time,
Yeah.
that brings peace to me.
Yeah.
Peace to the child.
Yeah, 'cause you
so
know exactly
part of
where it is.
organizing.
Is it
I
super
think,
important though to be able to have a place for everything? What about a lot of people living in a space that, quite frankly, maybe just feel like it's too small for their family, but they can't move, so they're squished, and that's why it's disorganized.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to those people?
Okay, so I say I see you. I just barely moved from a basement apartment with my little family of 5, like less than 1,300 square feet. And so that was a lot of people in a very small space. And one thing that I noticed is when people would just focus in on the organization, they were missing steps before that were really important, which were like you need to minimize first, and you need to come up with a plan first. So yeah, the organization is really important, but even before you start organizing, you need to get things out of your life that you don't use or really don't bring you joy or make you happy, and then it makes it a lot easier to really organize your home and use your space with things that you love and that you use.
Gotcha.
My daughter's a lot like that too, and she's told me, like, I'll say my closet is just packed and a mess. I need you to come go through it with me again. And she's like, what brings you joy, right? Like we go through that. And so I feel like I've really like taken it out, still too full. I go to her home and it is very minimal. Like there is, she's like, but I don't wear 40 shirts, right?
Yeah.
I love these 10.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping those 10.
Yeah, well, and when you look at some of the statistics and how we've changed the way that we consume, back in I think 1930, the average woman owned 9 outfits, and today it's 30 outfits. So we have an outfit for almost every single day of the week.
That is ridiculous,
Yeah.
isn't it?
The whole month.
When
if
it's
we have
like
30.
that, they maybe had like a nice outfit and then a work outfit, you know.
Sure.
So yeah, I think the more
That's
you
what
have,
marketing's
then
done
the
to
more,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, and I
more
don't
clutter.
ever. I mean, if people love their clothes, I encourage them. You keep what you want and what brings you joy, right? I am a book hoarder. Like you could not get me to get rid of my books
Give me
because
5. I'm right there with you.
yes, I am like I love
And
writing
Amazon
notes
is
and
so quick.
yep,
Like,
brings you there.
it's here. Oh, that's right. And then I start, I'm going to write.
Yeah.
So make a cool shelf
Yeah.
with all those books.
Yeah, so yeah, whenever I work with people, I never make them get rid of things. My job is to just ask a lot of questions about, what's important to you and what do you want? How does your home flow? And so we come up with plans together to make them feel organized enough in their space where they can feel peaceful. And it looks different.
So show us some of these things that you have here. This
Sure.
is interesting.
Yeah, so I know that a lot of people get really stuck with like, I need the perfect product for this one space, and there's so many options out there. I personally am really simple, and I like to keep it simple, and so I've done almost my entire home with 2 different products in different sizes from the Container Store that you can buy in bulk. So I have a closet where I just keep everything, and then I pull out what I need. Anyway,
I love that concept.
yeah, so this is one of them. This is the multi-purpose bin from the Container Store, and they have different sizes that are wider and thinner. But like for example, in my wrapping area, I have like ones for birthday, and then plain bags, and then pattern bags, and then I'll use a bin like this for like colored. I can even pull it out. Colored tissue paper and white tissue paper and ribbons, and then they can all stack on top of each other.
Love that.
So yeah, these are all things that I just pulled. This is from the toy room, and then all of these are in the toy room. They're clear, so my girls can see and they know immediately, because they
What's
can't
in
really
there?
read yet, but they're like, I want the blocks, and then the thing that's so cool about these is that they're modular. right? So they all stack on top of
Stack.
each other, so you can use that vertical space, which is something that
so
people
important.
don't. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
Too many
you
times we
forget
do
about
like
it.
a cute basket, but then there's all this empty space that
Yep.
we're not being able to
Wasted.
use.
Yeah. So those are basically the two products that I've used to do
That's really brilliant.
my
Really
entire
love
house
that.
because I need to keep it really simple.
And I
for
like
myself.
Yeah,
the
you're
Lego
even
maker.
simplifying the way you organize.
Yes. I don't need to make it complicated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel overwhelmed sometimes when I go to those stores and I'm like, okay, I need a box.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 40 different boxes to choose from, and then I usually go home without.
Yeah.
Because I'm just overwhelmed with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you ever have people that are like, my pantry needs help?
Yeah.
And you do pantry stuff too? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, so I have like a workbook that goes through every area of your home, and it follows my specific 4-step process, which is prioritize, minimize, organize, and normalize. So we'll follow, so like for a pantry, for example, I would come in with you in your home and we would talk about, what is working in your pantry, what do you love, what doesn't work, and that's the prioritize step. Let's create a vision. And then there's the minimize step of get things out that you don't use, and let's bring in, what you do want. And then the organizing step, we create a system that works for you together. And then the normalized step is creating daily habits of how can you keep your pantry functioning this way, So
rotating products that
Yeah.
you use a lot rather than
yeah,
the random.
yeah.
Creating a
Kind of-
system instead of you just coming in, making it pretty, and then walking out.
Yeah. Or are you the type of person that likes to decant? Do you go to the store and do you rip open a bag of crackers and do you pour it into another container? Are you that type of person, or
What
are you like?
percentage of people are really like that?
I do that.
My daughter does that. I do
it.
it on 2 things.
I have
My
containers.
weekends. Okay.
Oh, you guys really do?
I do.
I have the
I'm thinking
stackable.
nobody does that.
Flour and sugar I do, and
Yeah.
like
Right.
wheat thins, like things that I really go through,
Yeah.
and it's easier to grab out of. Like my rice, I put that in a big bin.
Yeah.
But
Wheat
But if
thins
you're
and
n-
crackers?
Yeah, I have a cracker container. Crackers and some pasta in those clear,
Yeah.
like you buy a
Oh,
whole
we
kit
are
of
getting
them.
the guy telling us we're done. This is just getting good.
okay, so tell us how we can find you. What do you do? Classes, etc.
Sure. Yeah. So I do have some digital courses, and then I do one-on-one coaching with people inside their home. So it's like a 9-week course, and I come in once a week, and we work on your projects together in as many areas of your home as we can do in 9 weeks. And then I also speak at events or do 4-hour power sessions. So if somebody just wanted to do their pantry, I would give them my workbook pages for a pantry, and then I would come and work for 4 hours straight alongside them so that we could set it up the way that they want it. So
Wow.
And where can
Yeah.
we find you?
yeah, so I'm mostly on Instagram because once again I have to keep it simple,
Yes.
and I'm not a social media person, so I'm on Instagram at simply.stressless, and then my website is simplystressless.live.
She's got a lot
thanks
of
for joining
awesome
us.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think we'll need to have you back because in 3 months it'll all be messy again.
Oh yeah, and Stacy's gonna decant one thing.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that term, decant. I'm always learning something.
Right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fun catching up with some old friends and making a new one. What did you both learn today?
It was a great show. Informative.
Yes.
Yes, right?
It's crazy that we had 3 returning guests.
I know, guys. We're getting regulars.
But they all feel like we're
Fresh.
Just
It was fresh conversation.
Either decluttering or something new.
Decanting.
Decanting.
Speaking of learning something new, I never have heard of that word.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Decanting.
Go home.
Studio chatter.
Go home and ask Chris if he knows what that
And all
means.
it means is I'm dumping my crackers.
From one
in-
container to another. That's
Who
all
knew?
it means.
Who knew?
It's life changing for our wheat thins in our house.
They're
So
seen.
much easier to get
Now
to.
I know, but I know how many I have left. See if they're left
Yeah.
in the box. Do you know how many times my teenagers leave empty boxes in the freezer, on the cupboards, that I think I have it
True.
and I don't?
Yep, exactly.
But now I know how much I have.
I think
I
it
know
just
how
goes
much
back
candy
to
and
that
that.
thing of I've never done it, so I've never thought
why-
of starting it. I do
Yeah.
certain things in clear jars, but I have 2 empty clear jars in my pantry with nothing in them because I'm like, oh, what should I do with these?
So it doesn't work for you,
Put my-
so that's fine.
No, I need to put my wheat thins in them.
Wheat thins or flour and sugar.
Oh,
That's
my
what I have
flour
in
sugar
mind.
is already in something.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. You've decanted.
Yes, I did. I learned the word.
Okay.
Anything
that's
for
good.
you guys
Perfect.
today?
I'm excited about Brindley. I think that's awesome that she started something new and it was successful. That makes me
Yeah.
really happy for her.
To turn around and be back in here 3 months later, that's exciting.
Really.
Bring in some more fun to. She's just a fun person, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bring in more fun back to the city.
Yep.
We love that.
Speaking of fun, we did not mention in our opening segment that the three of us with our husbands and a couple other people went shooting at the gun club.
It was so fun.
And
was
it was
so
so
fun.
cold.
It was
Like,
got
at
cold
the
at the end, and Rhett felt so bad. He's like, "You girls didn't have the chance to like be the first one," and he was all game to stay. I think Kenna maybe wanted to
Kenna
do some
wanted
more
to
too.
stay. Yeah, she was like ready to go, and she's like, you're all going? I'm like, yeah.
Well, what's funny is Kevin was the one that's like, I'm done. I would have kept shooting. He's like, I can't feel my fingers.
It got cold, and then when the wind picked up, but it was just that we had Jenny from the gun club on, and she told us about the Valentine's special.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so when she left, we were just all like, let's sign us up.
It was fun.
And the food was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food was good, and just
Yeah, Rhett wants to become a member now. He was in love with it. He's like, I've been up here a couple of times, but never like for an event, and it showed me like a new,
Yeah.
atmosphere for it.
Well,
so
I
he
have
really
never
loved it.
been clay shooting, and I'm horrible. I think we each shot 25 times. Well, Chris shot most of his. I think he missed 2 out of 25, and I think I shot 1.
You're supposed to shoot, so it's in partners, right? For people who don't know. The first person shoots. If they miss it, then the second one comes
So
in
you
and
have to
shoot
react
it.
like that.
But to me, I'm like, I'm gonna shoot. and
I
try to
should have
hit it
just shot. Rhett
anyways.
said you should have shot at everyone. We should
Why
have
not?
like rotated halfway through and not gone 5 because it started to get dark.
Yeah, and
we
cold.
we just need to go back.
June.
Yep,
That was
June
fun.
it is.
Yeah.
That was fun to meet up and
It
do
was.
that with
Have
our
the little
husbands.
competition.
Yeah.
Have a
Chris is
little outside.
competitive.
He's good. He's a good shot.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fun. It was really fun, guys.
Well, Angie, you have a new baby coming. I have a couple vacations coming up. You have a vacation. You have school. I think our slow time might be over if it was called slow.
It's over.
It's,
Yep.
it's
It
gonna
is
pick up
gone.
over.
And then it's going to pick up with ball games and
all
Graduations
and
and end
stuff.
of year
Well,
performances.
spring is in the air, so
Yeah.
let's enjoy it.
yeah.
Yes.
Let's do. Not yard work
Again,
yet.
Angela.
Not yard
yet.
work.
Thanks for being here with us. We hope you've enjoyed the conversation. If you've learned something new, please tell a friend about us.